It's 350 meters long, and I think I can take off my hat because there's no sun here, only the lights and the TLs you have in here. In this video we're gonna explore this tunnel a bit and also have a look at the history, of course, because I would really like to make this a series where I look into places and look into their history, because I think history is really something I would like to preserve, and I'm also always really interested in it. So let's have a little look further into the tunnel and let's explore it a little bit. And I will tell you a bit about the history. Of course, a lot of stone in here must have taken quite an effort. This tunnel took 3 years to be dug. It's dug by the Italian army from 1939 to 1942 as a shelter for the civilian people in Rijeka against the Allied forces which were bombing this place. Here we arrive at the part which is a bit more narrow, at least it's not as high. I always find it so fascinating when you're at a place like this to imagine that just the people which have been here must have been in great fear, because this is really the last resort, like the place where you went hiding from bombs. Must have been horrible. But right now it's a pedestrian tunnel. You can actually enter this one for free. There are also still these old signs engraved or painted into the tunnel, and it says Riservato al it's Italian for reserved for air defense, because that's what this tunnel was used for. As it was an air defense, you could hide here when there were bombs being dropped. Over here you can see there still managed to be some plants growing here. And that's of course because here's a little bit of light, so they can actually grow. exits and well, also as entrances. It's not really one main entrance. Here you have one of the side branches. I don't know exactly to what this leads because at the end it's closed off. But in here it's very humid. Like if I would walk to the end, you wouldn't even be able to see me. This tunnel was also used after the Second World War, during the Homeland War, which is the Croatian Independence War, which lasted from 1991 till 1995. Over here in the dark, you cannot really see it, but here's the sanitary of the tunnel. Really simple, but of course you can imagine if there are a lot of people having shelter, hiding compartments, then they also need to go to the toilet somewhere. It's really fun to look up the information for these videos. For this place there was not a ton of history I could find, but still I think it's impressive that this whole tunnel is still being held intact and now open for the public, and it's really cool to be able to experience it yourself. So here we are standing right next to the San Vitus Cathedral, and this is at the entrance of the tunnel. Over here you can see the door, which looks a bit like a bunker, and over there you can see a map of the cathedral. Here, this is where we're standing right now. See all the long part of the tunnel, which is almost one straight line. Oh yeah, and again I can take off my hat. In here I don't really need it. It's about 10 meters under the ground. One of the two entrances and exits. It's the one located next to the primary school, and it's quite interesting, I think, that you have this entrance to a tunnel next to your primary school. Let's go in. I can instantly feel the cold wave coming over me, and this one is quite a creepy entrance compared to the other one. It looks a bit like you're really must have been a lot of maybe even explosives used to create this tunnel. But on this one I'm not sure. And yeah, it's a bit more white, orange. Some place it even looks a bit red. Also the shape is really interesting. It's not like really polished, it's really just super rough, and yeah, I feel even a bit, looks a bit natural, even though I know of course this tunnel has been handmade. Some of the rocks have already fallen down, like this big one. A power plug if you want to charge your phone. I don't think that's the first thing someone thinks about when they're in a tunnel like this. I hope you enjoyed this video. For me it was a lot of fun to make,